Let's get into the stuff nobody actually wants to talk about. Work. I know. You just felt your soul leave your body. You probably already asked your phone to generate a witty yet professional excuse for why you need to leave the room right now. That's AI. That's where we are. Welcome to the show. For the past couple of years, we've been hearing about the Great Resignation. That was quaint. That was when you still had the guts to quit a job. Now, we've downgraded. We're in the era of quiet quitting. And I want to be perfectly clear. I'm not buying your performance. You look me in the eye and say, I'm setting boundaries, Lobo. I'm prioritizing my mental health. I'm only doing the job descriptions. Bullshit. You are not setting boundaries. You are setting a trap for your employer. You are openly, loudly, and with great fanfare doing the bare minimum required to keep that mediocre direct deposit hitting your checking account. Quiet quitting is not a revolutionary act of self-care. It is professional loafing. It's a passive-aggressive way of saying, I hate this job, but I love getting paid, and I'm too much of a coward to actually quit and face reality. It's the ultimate soft launch for being a deadbeat. You're not finding balance. You're giving your boss a slow-motion, week-by-week pink slip. You're making it painfully obvious that you're worthless. So when they finally fire you, you get the satisfaction of posting a sanctimonious update on LinkedIn about your next chapter and your newfound peace. And you always blame the company for a lack of cultural fit. No, the culture didn't fit you because the culture expected effort. A few years ago, quiet quitting required skill. It required planning. You had to be a master of the corporate illusion. You had to look busy. You had to perfect that face you make during a Zoom call where you're intently staring, but you're actually just reading the transcript of the last conversation you had with your therapist. That was art. Now? We have AI. And AI is here to make your laziness scalable. AI is not a tool. It's a co-conspirator. It's the ultimate digital handout that allows you to automate the only thing you were actually good at, faking effort. You don't draft that email. You prompt the AI. Write me an email that sounds engaged, uses all the latest corporate jargon, but commits me to absolutely nothing and ensures I am out the door by 4:45 p.m. Make sure it thanks them for their partnership and thought leadership. And the AI does it. It generates a flawless, meaningless paragraph. You're not utilizing technology. You're engaging in a digital circle jerk of corporate emptiness. AI writes the filler, you paste the filler, and you call it efficiency. Your core competency is no longer problem solving. It's prompt engineering. That's it. You are a highly paid, overly caffeinated monkey who knows how to yell at a chatbot until it gives you the right answer. You are no longer an employee. You are a human copy-paste drone. The quality of the work has devolved into pure jargon. AI writes the report that says, we must synergistically leverage our disruptive platform to drive granular, actionable takeaways in Q4. You read that back and you feel smart. You feel like you earned that paycheck. Spoiler alert, that sentence is the equivalent of a corporate emoji. It means nothing. It's just noise designed to justify your existence. And the boss loves it because the boss is doing the exact same thing. He's feeding your report to his AI to get the executive summary. We are now living in a system where two AIs are communicating with each other through two nervous, overpaid humans as intermediaries. You are just a meat puppet for the server farm, and you're loving it. You are quiet quitting your intellectual life. You are outsourcing your brain power to a large language model, and you're celebrating it on TikTok. You call this working smarter? I call it digital serfdom. You are actively training your replacement with every lazy prompt you type. It's not just work emails either. You use AI to automate your personal life. AI, send a thoughtful birthday message to my cousin I haven't talked to in 5 years. Make sure it references his dog. You're outsourcing your relationships. You're so emotionally exhausted from quiet quitting that you can't even type HBD yourself. The moment you ask the AI to synthesize the key findings, you have officially signed the papers for your own obsolescence. You're the chef proudly showing off the automated kitchen that's about to fire him. All this low-effort culture is causing a massive existential crisis for one specific, deeply disturbed sign in this room: the Capricorn. Capricorns, look at yourselves! You are the original grinders! Your entire personality isn't built on joy or love or passion. It is built on suffering. You don't like work. You like the pain of work. You are the workplace masochists. Your goal isn't success. It's the validation that comes from the struggle. You don't climb the corporate ladder because you want the view. You climb it because you enjoy the blisters on your knees and the perpetual low-grade dread. Your life motto is, if I'm not actively miserable, I'm not actively succeeding. And now, AI has stolen your thunder. AI has stolen your suffering. Before AI, you had the annual report. You'd sacrifice Thanksgiving. You'd drink 8 Red Bulls. You'd have a nervous breakdown at your desk, but you'd produce that 50-page document, and you felt worthy. You felt like you earned the right to exist in the C-suite. Now, you type annual report into the box. 3 seconds later, the AI generates a flawless, data-driven report that makes yours look like a crayon drawing. And it did it without the emotional trauma. Your profound, deep-seated Capricorn anxiety just got replaced by a machine learning algorithm. Listen to your inner monologue. But my misery, my sacrifice. I earned this promotion by being clinically depressed for 6 months. And now this chatbot is doing my work without the existential dread? Unacceptable! Your new job, Capricorn, is to be the AI output auditor. You are paid to make sure the perfect, spotless AI report looks just messy enough to convince the boss that a tired, overworked human, you, actually wrote it. You are paid to re-inject human misery into the process. You're adding typos and passive language just to give it that authentic, I'm burnt out feel. Your biggest fear isn't losing your job. It's losing the narrative of your struggle. It's realizing that your ambitious, brilliant, painful grind was actually just busy work that a server farm can handle better. Your life's purpose has been reduced to a monthly subscription fee. You're not the master of the universe. You're just the premium user of a large language model. You think you're controlling the AI, but the AI is collecting your data, your panic attacks, your late-night searches, your stress, and it's learning how to perfectly replace you without the overhead of your complicated feelings. And don't think the CEOs are better. They're loving this. The bosses don't have to worry about your 401k. They don't have to pretend to care about your mental health day. They don't have to give you a pity raise. They just subscribe to the enterprise version. You thought quiet quitting was your rebellion against the man? You were just helping the man gather the data necessary to fire you quietly. You are handing the capitalist system the exact blueprint needed to automate your position. You're not fighting capitalism. You're giving yourself a high-tech lobotomy so you can be slightly less stressed while the system eats you alive. You traded your ambition for 2 extra hours of doom scrolling on TikTok. Look, everyone, it all comes down to one thing: blame. When your love life sucks, you blame Venus in retrograde. When your student loans are crippling, you blame the boomers and the price of avocado toast. When you fail to achieve anything, you blame the universe for testing you. The new astrology is here. It's not stars, it's AI. I didn't miss the deadline. The AI thought I needed a digital detox. I didn't get fired. The AI determined I was too human for this role. I didn't fail my diet. The AI generated a recipe for midnight cake because it prioritized my inner fulfillment. You are not being tested by the cosmos. You are not being oppressed by your boss. Your life is being sabotaged by the convenience of a search bar. You are not the master of your fate, or even the master of your prompt. You are just a tiny, miserable creature looking for the fastest way to deflect blame. And now you found it. A cold, emotionless machine that can take the hit for all your lazy, passive, quiet quitting failures. The universe is 14 billion years old. It's burning stars, spinning galaxies, birthing black holes. You think it paused all that just to help you write a passive-aggressive email because you were too lazy to do it yourself? You think it's going to align the stars so you can win the lottery while quiet quitting? Number. The universe doesn't care. It just spins. The moon reflects, the stars burn, and you idiots turn it into AI models, horoscopes, memes, and excuses. So, go ahead. Blame the AI for the fact that you're miserable. It's easier than blaming yourselves, Capricorns.